Hello? Hello. What's poppin'? What's up, everybody? Slow news week, huh? Not a lot going on. What's up, Sanic guy? Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh my god, it's Rohan Kashibe's bitch in the chat. What's up? How y'all doing? Let me bump some tunes. I saw somebody mention Digital Devil Saga. So we can play the DDS soundtrack. There we go. Alright, what's going on? Project ReFantazio equals real. Dude, I'm starting to get, like, afraid of my own abilities. Like, I put up that video about, like, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago just talking about, like, what I think is going to be coming up from Atlus, right? I was thinking this is going to be kind of a slow period. And I mentioned specifically Persona 3 Remake and Project ReFantazio in that video, and they both got, like, revealed a fucking week and a half later. How much time has passed since the original announcement for ReFantazio? Like 7 years. It got announced in 2016. It was before the West had Persona 5. December 2016, yeah. Now, let me switch over to the footage here. Let me know if that music is like too loud or too quiet. Yeah, this game looks awesome. Like, I'll be dead ass. I'm probably 5 or 10 times more excited for this than Persona 3 Remake, because, like, Persona 3 Remake is something that's like, yeah, it's coming out, I'm gonna give it a try, but this is something that I was, like, looking forward to, you know? Now talk about Persona 6, so maybe it'll be announced in a week or two. It seems to be within, like, the realm of possibility for me at this point. Yo, what's up, Sushi Phantom? What's up, everybody? Yo, what's up, Pi? Mr. Pi Studios? Yeah, thanks for rolling out, everybody. 200 people, thank you. I appreciate it. That last stream was fucking crazy. There was like 1,200 people watching at one point. Is this an open area game? It seems to be, yeah. At least a little bit more open than, like, some of the Persona games, yeah. Yo, what's up, PK? What's poppin'? How have you been? Yeah, it looks awesome. Like, I was surprised that it seems like it has a little bit more of that kind of, like, Megami Tensei Persona DNA than I was expecting, but... Like, obviously, in retrospect, it was probably going to be that way, because Atlus does have sort of a certain style, and, like, Sojima's obviously working on it, and he tends to kind of, like, you can tell when something is a Sojima design, right? The frame rate's kind of rough. Yeah, it's a little chunky. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, like, this game's not coming out for a while. They have time to sort of fix some of that stuff, but... Yeah, here's hoping for a PC release. Looks like a Studio Zero game. I mean, out of the, like... Haven't they only ever made Catherine Fullbody, right? Isn't that, like, their only actual game that's come out? Yeah, Windows, Steam, same difference. Not really, but you know. Bro, the one and only time I decided to attempt the, like, get, you know, like, an Xbox game working on the, like... Microsoft Windows PC thing, whatever, it didn't work, because, okay, so, like, for Soul Hackers 2, when us influencer scum were given the option to, like, get codes for the game, right, our only option was either PS4 or Windows/PC, right? So I decided, okay, I'll just go with Windows/PC, because it'll look better, and, you know, it's just easier for me to record. But I could not, for the life of me, get it working, because it was, like, a pre-release thing. And even my, like, the person I talked to at Atlus was like, I have no idea. Here's just, like, a Steam key. Sorry about that. I was like, it's okay. Hey, Dilf Lord Supreme, I like your name, said, Fither, I'm convinced you're a prophet. Please mention something about P6, my dad coming back, and me winning the lottery next year. Please, thank you. I think my ability only works, when I'm not actually expecting it to happen. I can't, like, wish things into existence. It's like some kind of weird Nen ability or something. But yeah, thank you. Hey, Steampunk with a $2 says, ReFantazio is real. That's right. Hey, Amanda became an inmate. Inmate for 22 months. Thank you. Holy shit. Yo, what's up? 1986 Toyota Sprinter Terreno? The official website listed for Xbox and PC. Are they going to announce it for platforms at a later date? I would assume so, yes. Like, okay, so I know last time I streamed I was a little grumpy because everybody was like, is this an Xbox exclusive when it came to Persona, like Persona 3 Reload? And I was like, no, it is almost certain that this is coming to other platforms. I'm pretty sure they just haven't announced it because this is like shown off at the Microsoft thing. So obviously Microsoft wants people to associate these games with those systems, right? So I don't know, I think it would be like a really weird decision if they don't put it on PlayStation. Or maybe they have some kind of like exclusivity deal with Xbox, which would be kind of fucking irritating, actually. Makoto and Aegis's wacko son got revealed. Dorkun Jr. Oh my god. Hey, what the fuck? How Aegis got pregnant, though? How'd that work? Yeah, there will be a 3DS port. There's no doubt in my mind. And yeah, I've seen there's like this, like Spanish website, I think. This like Spanish game seller that has all the different consoles listed, so... I'm like pretty positive it'll get announced for other stuff. The skateboard, yeah. God, I still need to get used to calling this game fucking... What is it called? Metaphor ReFantazio. Or Fantasio or whatever. Because, like, this game has mentally been Project ReFantasy for me since, like, for literally basically 7 years at this point, right? So it's hard for me to break that from it being, like, what it's called. Yeah, the setting seems cool, because, like... So when this game was first kind of announced, I assumed it would be more so kind of like a sort of straightforward, like, fantasy setting. It would be more kind of like Lord of the Rings or something, but no, this seems to be sort of like a really weird kind of take on a fantasy series, because you see, like, we have whatever the fuck that was on screen, some kind of, like, moving boat piloted by legs, so... Thoughts on people thinking the game looks too anime? I think any person who says that has not actually consumed an Atlus game in the past 10 years. That's, like... I don't know, that's just a whole thing that's I've always found really weird, is how people are like, what, Atlus game that looks anime? What the fuck? It's like... There's social links? It seems like it, yeah. It seems like there's some kind of system that's similar to how social links work. Like, at some point in the trailer, you'll see him shaking hands with people, and then it says something like bond formed or whatever. So it seems like there is some sort of, like, social link-esque system in it. This is basically to Persona what DDS is to SMT? Maybe. It's a possibility. Some sort of class system, yeah. I think it's possible it might have some kind of, like, job system, essentially, like what Final Fantasy has. Like, you'll see at one point in the trailer, you see he has something equipped that kind of looks like a persona. So I assume it's going to work sort of similar to that, kind of like you equip whatever these things are, and that kind of changes, like, your job. Oh my god, Rohan Kishibe's bitch with the 30 says this looks cool as fuck. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, everybody. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Like, there's Persona 3 Remake coming out. It's like, yeah, I'm, like, excited for it. I'm gonna play it, obviously, but to me, that almost felt more like news, right? Because I was expecting Persona 3 Remake to get announced for the longest, just because the rumors are going on for so long, but this is something that I genuinely thought was a dead project. So it's really, really cool to see that this is still kicking. Yeah, I did see the IGN article that said the portable and FEF stuff is not in the Persona 3 Remake. Yo, what's up, Nom? Nom says, I was genuinely convinced this thing got silently canceled. Glad to see it's coming out and it looks sick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it would have been a real shame if this was just something that, like, ended up dying, because it seemed like such a cool concept. And just from the trailer alone, this looks like really cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I guess the social link was an FES thing. Bro, the actual tragedy of it not having FES stuff is that it won't have the Elizabeth dates, because those were added in FES. Praying for Devil Survivor 3, same. Man, I love Devil Survivor, so cool. I guess Persona Q3 will include this along with Persona 2 instead of 6 so it could come out quicker. Honestly, that'd be kind of fire. Like, Persona Q3, but it's got all the Persona cast and fucking the, what is this video game called? Metaphor ReFantazio cast. Yeah, it seems like they're, like, adding stuff. Like, that scene with Yukari cooking and you eating with her was definitely something new, so... It seems like there's going to be new stuff, but a lot of the, like, FES portable editions won't be in it. Which is kind of weird. Like, you would figure if they're gonna, like, make new shit, they would carry over the old shit, too. Yo, Ultima in the place. What's up? Hashido working on this. Homophobia confirmed. Based? Nah, I don't mean that. Maybe I do, but nah, I don't mean that. No, this will be like a progressive fantasy setting where, like, they're okay with gay people. This game was announced when I was in high school. Damn. Yeah, how old was I? I was like, I think I was 19 or maybe 20. I wasn't even old enough to drink when this game was announced, dude. Fither almost 30. Yeah, I'd be a little bit old. Old, but not wise. Meguro has a full orchestra for the game. Really? Shit. Yeah, I bet the soundtrack for this is gonna fucking pop, dude. The rabbit Skrunklo. Yeah, he looks like fucking Usagi Yojimbo, because he's got like a sword. Yeah, I've got maxed out intelligence, 0 wisdom. Those are the stats I chose when I was making my character. Fither with the gray hair. Honestly, I think I might end up going bald before I have, like, gray hair. Persona 3 Remake, no FES or FMC, not buying TBH. Honestly, that's fair. See, this is kind of the thing that I was sort of, like, warning people about for years and years, was the possibility that maybe the Persona 3 Remake doesn't have all this stuff. Like, I'll keep it 100. There's an evil, fucked up, malicious part of me that kind of thinks that's funny. Because it's like, bro, people spent years and years and years, like, clamoring for this remake, and now it's finally happening, and they've come out the gate straight up just saying, like, there's no FEMC. Honestly, I think that might be better. They just kind of rip off the Band-Aid, and they're like, yeah, it's just not happening. Instead of fucking leaving us to, like, speculate for months, right? Yeah, I'm actually gonna make a video with somebody about the Persona 3 recast. That'll probably be out in a couple of days. We're gonna record it on Tuesday. So I would expect it on probably Wednesday. Waiting for the re-release of the remake to add it back. Honestly, that would be the most Atlus thing ever, and I totally think they would. I wouldn't even put it past them. Yeah, I know it's like a sort of like shitty thing to like celebrate people's disappointment. Like, obviously I'm not doing that. I would in fact prefer if like the FEMC and just all the stuff was in it, but I don't know, there's as the saying goes, if I didn't laugh I would cry, right? It's like you gotta find some kind of source of joy in this life. Do you think someone will make a mod to introduce some of the cut content? Maybe. Such as the old English cast. It's a possibility. I'm not sure how difficult it is to sort of, like, re-script a lot of this stuff, because that seems like kind of a big project, is, like, reintroducing a lot of this shit. Obviously, you'll see a lot of stuff like FEMC mods, like, just replacing a model is easy, but... Hey, Microsoft Binbos became an inmate. Thanks, inmate. I appreciate it. There's no point in the remake then. What are they doing? Money! They love money! New Junpei mod, yeah. He's like, sup, dude, I got my cock out! What song is this? This is, how do you say this? Sahasrara from the Digital Devil Saga soundtrack. Company who likes money? Most shocking revelation of the 21st century. Yo, what's up, 88? Hey, Steampunk with the 5 says, it looks like the characters will have some kind of Persona-like powers from what's shown in the trailer. Yeah, at one point you could see, it'll show up in a second, but you see he has, like, something equipped that kind of looks a lot like a Persona. So I'd imagine that's how you sort of, like, customize your characters. Yeah, like, I'll definitely end up playing through the game at least once on English just to kind of see what the new voices are like, but... something I haven't seen people talk about is this is the first time a Persona is coming out in Japan and the West at the same time. Really? Actually, I think you're right, yeah. Because, like, wasn't the last, like, sort of big release that was, like, a new thing Strikers? That took, like, a fucking year and a half to get to us. Can you tell me this is SMT6? Yeah, it does kind of have SMT6 energy. Yeah, because, like, that thing we just saw, that weird, like, plant thing, like, that looks like a fucking Megami Tensei demon to me. Yeah, like, I know it's kind of hard to be, like, super excited about Tactical. Like, obviously I'm going to play it, but it's kind of unfortunate. It was just sandwiched in between, like, one of the most desired remakes, seemingly, fucking ever, and, like, the Atlus game that was teased 7 years ago. So it's kind of just in an unfortunate spot where it's like, it seems like a cool idea, but I think for a lot of people, it's just that kind of, like, Persona 5 fatigue, right? Yo, what's up, Melix? Yeah, this game's probably not coming out for a while, so, you know, we can kind of sit tight for a bit. P2 remake when? You know what? Honestly, I think if we could live in a different timeline where it's like we're getting a P2 remake instead, I'd probably pick that, right? I don't know, I feel like with a Persona 2 remake, there's like less shit for people to like get mad that it's not in the game, right? Because like the only real differences with Persona 2 is like the original version and the PSP stuff, which adds like, I think it has like another scenario, but it's not really anything too substantial. Whereas with like Persona 3, it's like there's two fucking entirely different games basically. Yeah, that's the thing that I find so weird is how, like, I've consistently heard Persona 3 Remake rumors over and over and over again. And, like, remember the Persona 3 Remake footage leaked a little while ago? But this thing has just been, like, dead silent. Like, I think the last time we ever heard anything about it was one of the Hashino, like, updates that actually wasn't really anything, like, fucking before the pandemic happened, right? Need me a red hair elf baddie. Same. Bro, what if Elf-chan can become your GF? That would be so cool. Oh my god. Holy frick. Do I see elves? Yeah, they got elves up in here. See, this is something that I actually find really interesting, is that kind of first part of the game where it's like, what if our reality is their fantasy? Like, I'm wondering if this game is gonna do some kind of weird, like, fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 sort of shit, where it's like, this is like an alternate dimension, and like, our actual real world sort of also exists, just sort of parallel to it. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know, I think I'm more into the idea of almost these, like, reverse isekais, where it's like, fantasy characters go into the real world, instead of, like, normal-ass people end up in fucking, like, the Elder Scrolls or whatever. Elves? Oh, whoa, so true. Yo, what's up, Kaga? So, SMT4? Kinda. I mean, I'm talking more like, just like, alternate dimensions, right? Like, the SMT4 guys still existed in, like, the same world. They were just sort of, a little backwards, right? What are the odds it's secretly tied to the SMT universe? It's a possibility. I don't know, it might end up being, like, sort of a Catherine scenario where it's like, there's nothing that ostensibly says that these games are connected, but, like, people kind of just lump them together anyways. Yo, Fither, next time could you talk about how it is unlikely for my father to return from buying milk? Yeah, that'll be my next video. It'll be, so what's next for that one guy's dad? And yeah, like, you can see at one point, there's, like, SMT buffs that show up. There's, like, Masuku Kaja or something. Like, actually showing up in the menu. So, it seems like at least the buffs are carrying over. Persona 3 Remake, 1,300 viewers. Yeah, that says a lot about society. Honestly, I'm totally fine not having that big of a stream, because, like, eventually it reaches the point where the chat is going so fucking fast, it's kind of hard to, like, actually have a conversation. Seems to use the press turn, too, huh? Looks like they're bringing back Magnetite, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I could see them doing something like that, where it's like, you have these really strong, like, doodads that you could summon, but they cost, like, a resource to keep active. Is it gonna have SMT demons? It doesn't seem like it. They seem to be all original designs. Honestly, that might have been what's, like, taking them so long, because, like, I think part of one of the sort of unsung benefits of a series like Megami Tensei is that a lot of the kind of, like, science of it is sort of figured out, right? It's like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, like, recreating or coming up with all new spells and all new enemies and stuff, because a lot of that is already kind of there, right? Like, a lot of the concepts of law and chaos and such is there, whereas this is, like, a start from scratch sort of endeavor. Is this finally Persona with adults? Could be. Now, I don't know, the character you play as seems like a little fella. Oh, dude, 2024 is about to be crazy. I'm excited. Yo, what is this? This is a funny little doodad called Metaphor ReFantazio. Little quirky game they've been working on for fucking 7 years, apparently. Yeah, like, personally, I'm, like, even though obviously I really love Persona and Megami Tensei, it's like, yeah, every now and again you do want to see something new, right? Like, that's why I really like Catherine and kind of have a lot of respect for that game, is because it was something that was just so fucking weird and kind of, like, out there for them to do. Just this, like, puzzle game about relationships and, like, adult responsibility and, like, all this weird stuff. So I like whenever they get a chance to just kind of be like, all right, let's just make something new, right? Yo, what's up, Ian? Yeah, I think that's kind of just the thing, is that, like, they're sort of known as the Persona guys, like, especially now after Persona 5, right? So I'd imagine a lot of the higher up sort of guys are kind of, like, constantly barking for, make more Persona. Persona sells really well. So yeah, honestly, I think, like, what I said in that video I made a little while ago, I said that I think what probably kind of happened with this game was they sort of got swept up in the Persona 5 hype, and it ended up being just, like, a bigger thing than they expected it to be. Like, the original plan was probably, okay, Persona 5 comes out, SMT 5 comes out, and then Project ReFantazio comes out. And then somewhere along the way, they kind of got, like, distracted. And this one sort of got put on the back burner. Did you watch Kaguya-sama? I've seen the first 2 seasons, yeah. I like that show a lot. Will they be killing God in this one too? Oh, for sure. Bro, any JRPG that involves, like, a church or, like, has any kind of fantasy setting, you know they gotta go kill God at the end of that shit. Sounds odd. It reminds me of Strange Journey in 4. I definitely see the 4 energy, yeah. Spiritual successor to DDS? I kind of see it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This game has kind of like a lot of little tidbits of like just different series. Like it's got a little bit of that Persona kind of energy with the like seemingly social links or whatever they're called, and like it seems to have a lot of kind of SMT inspiration for the designs and stuff. So yeah, this seems really cool. Wonder what themes the game will have. It's hard to say. I mean, it seems like there's definitely a lot of kind of like religious imagery going on. So I'd imagine that'll probably end up playing a role. Hey, Wide Clyde says, is it Xbox exclusive like P3R? As of this moment in time, we don't know if it's going to be on any other platforms. I'm like a 99% positive it won't be, but I don't know, I think that would just be such a weird move for them to be like, well, we've been kind of like the PlayStation and Nintendo company for fucking 25 years? Let's, like, change now. Unless Microsoft was like, here's just a fucking shit ton of money, you work for us now. Which, you know, maybe that happened, but... Have you seen Moon Channel's video on why you kill gods in JRPGs? No, I've had that video pop up in my recommendations, but I haven't actually watched it. I should probably check that out. Seems interesting. Yeah, SMT9, like, they haven't, like, totally ignored, you know, like, the Xbox. Like, SMT9 was on, and then it had, like, Persona 4 Arena back in the day, but... Like, honestly, the bigger problem is, like, stop even thinking about us. The big issue is that Japan doesn't like the Xbox. Like, barely anybody in Japan owns an Xbox. Actually, I'm gonna look up, Japan Xbox Series X sales. Let's see. Let me see if I can track this down. This is probably gonna be a bad number. What? Wait, that can't be right. Okay. Am I reading this correctly? Okay, so here are some numbers, all right? In 2021, 1.4 million Switch consoles were sold. In 2022, 1.14 million. In 2023, 800,000, right? That's the Switch. This is the PS5. 300,000 in 2021. 313,000 in 2021. 226,000 in 2022, and a whopping 800,000 in 2023 so far, okay? Are you ready for this? This is how many Xbox Series X and S's have sold. 2021, 8,000. 2022, 35,000. 2023, 35,000. It's bad. Japan does not like the Xbox. It took them 3 years of Xboxes to sell not even 1/3 of the amount of PlayStation 5s they sold in 1 year. Japan does not like the Xbox. So, like, you gotta think about this from the Japanese point of view, right? Because Atlus, at the end of the day, they're a Japanese company, right? They cater predominantly to a Japanese audience, even if they're getting a little bit better at, like, kind of appealing to us, but nobody in Japan has an Xbox. If this is an exclusivity deal, like, Atlus for, let's just assume that, like, Persona 3 Reload and this, and, like, Tactica or whatever, are all on the Xbox. Those games are dead in Japan. Is it just because it's not from there? Basically, yes. It's kind of like a combination of that and just, like, Sony and, like, Nintendo kind of just controlling, especially, like, the RPG market for so long, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of, well-known JRPGs on the Xbox. It's kind of just one of those things where it's like, nobody's bought an Xbox, so nobody's making games that appeal to a Japanese audience, so nobody buys an Xbox, so nobody makes games, right? It's just like that cycle. Wide Clyde with the 5 says, okay, it's not an Xbox exclusive, sorry. No FMC, no Xbox, no FES. Yes, the greatest timeline, but thank you, yeah. Oh yeah, like, actually, Xbox is doing good compared to how they were before. Like, these are sort of old numbers I would have to pull up, but like, if you think nobody in Japan has an Xbox Series X or S, fucking ass fuck nobody bought an Xbox One. Nobody. Yeah, so, like, Japan is sort of more slowly adopting PC gaming as, like, a thing, right? But they still don't like the Xbox. Series S grows not that slow thanks to the Game Pass there. Yeah, I'd imagine that kind of contributes to a little bit. Yeah, honestly, like, a lot of the problems with the Xbox brand kind of started with the original Xbox. And it's kind of just been one of those things where it's just never been able to gain traction. Yeah, I don't either. Like, I really don't want them to be like, all right, we're Atlus, the company that makes games for the West now, because, you know, I just like Japanese games more. I just like their approach to, like, how they make stories and characters and stuff more. So I definitely don't want them to be like, all right, we're gonna focus on the West now. But I think they're doing, like, a better job of kind of, like, making, like, first of all, just having the games translated, like, at the same time definitely helps a lot. Will I read more manga live? Like, I'm still doing my JoJo read-alongs, but yeah, I'll probably do some more kind of, like, manga readings. I just don't really have anything, like, super in mind at the moment that I want to check out. Can you read my mom? Oh, no, because I would be there all day because she's so fat. LOL. Ha! Got him. Persona 3 Trinity Souls watch-along when? Not a horrible idea. Hey, Keaton Savage with the $2 says, what's the plot of the game? I wish I could tell you. It seems like, I mean, honestly, all I can really gauge is what the setting is. I can't really definitively tell you what the actual plot is going to be. But yeah, thank you. How's school? Well, I'm not in school at the moment. I'm on break, but I'm going back in the fall. It was an alright semester. Honestly, I'm glad that we're getting all this Atlus news now, because, like, yeah, I've kind of just been cooped up at home, not having a whole lot to do, so this gives me, like, shit to make videos about and kind of work on. Thoughts on the lack of FES and portable content? Yeah, like, it sucks. I would definitely prefer if that stuff was in the game, but I don't know, it's not the kind of thing that's, like, gonna bother me a super whole lot. I think I feel more bad for the people that are gonna have to be subjected to, like, the discourse surrounding it, right? I don't know, I might make a video about that, because I know especially Persona 3 Reload, after some recent revelations, is probably gonna be a pretty contentious topic. So I might make a video kind of talking about, like, how to stay sane on the internet, and, like, you know, not let all the riffraff drive you crazy, right? Why put something in the retail game where you can sell it as paid DLC? So true. How to stay sane on the internet, stay off the internet. Honestly, very true. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's part of what kind of made, like, yeah, I'm going boomer mode here, but I think that's what part of what made, like, the internet of the 2000s a lot better, I think, was just the fact that, like, I think people understood that there was a disconnect, that, like, the internet was the internet, and like, real life was your actual life. Whereas I feel like nowadays people genuinely don't know the difference, because it's just so integrated in our lives. Heard about P5T having a day one DLC. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure it does. Tatsuya pops up. Yo, Tatsuya shows up just for no reason. That'd be kind of awesome. I'd be down for that. He's just like there. He's like hanging out at the mall or something. Oh yeah, for sure. Atlus is like kind of egregious with a lot of their stuff. Like, I kind of try my best to sort of call them out on that stuff. Like, I did like a whole video for the Soul Hackers 2 DLC. I was like, this shit sucks. Like, it's not even like, you know, I don't really have a problem with them charging for stuff that, like, I think is kind of worth it, right? But a lot of the time they just like give you this shit that's like literally not even worth spending money on. People who watch the YouTuber play Persona 5 have strong opinions on the lack of FPS and portable content. Yeah, people who never played Persona 3 are really mad, I'd imagine. Yo, what's up, Devin? How do you feel about the new P5T song? I haven't heard it, actually. I'll have to go listen to it after this. Yo, what's up? Oh my god, it's Shrek. Holy shit. Shrek from the DreamWorks movie Shrek? What are you doing in here? Yeah, like, obviously, I'm not, like, excusing the practice, but I think nowadays, just, like, game development is so expensive, and it's, like, it just takes so much to run a company. They sort of have to, you know, like, charge you for DLC and shit. Like, to be honest, I'm surprised games have gone this long without seeing the $70, like, bump in price that we've seen recently. Like, I expected that shit to happen at, like, the start of the most recent console generation, but it's only just now kind of caught up to us. Yeah, honestly, it's like, I think if the DLC wasn't a thing, it's just like this weird fucky extra source of revenue, games would probably be more expensive. $70 is insane for a video game. I mean, I obviously I agree. Like, I would rather not pay $70, but it's just like fucking inflation and shit has gotten so bad. It's like almost kind of necessary at this point. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, it's not even, like, the developers, right? It's, like, it's the people that are running the company that are more kind of pushing them to be like, yeah, this thing is cool, but, like, if you cut it out and you charge people $5 for it, it would be even cooler. So, like, do it or you're fired, like, right? Like, it's probably that kind of scenario. I just don't see a lot of, like, malicious intent from the developers a lot of the time, because more often than not, they're just the people that are passionate about making the game, whereas it's usually the higher-ups are the guys that are like, I'm passionate about the money! What obscure Mega 10 game do I like the most? I don't know, I'm trying to... I guess it depends on what your definition of obscure is, right? I don't know, I honestly haven't played a lot of the, like, really, really obscure kind of shit. Like, a lot of the, like, weird fucking stuff nobody's ever heard of. Oh, Tony for You's in here. What's up? He says, once we stop worrying about insane graphics, games will drop in price. I half agree. Like, I definitely think a lot of the, like, expense behind video games, like why they end up being these like fucking multi-million-dollar projects is because of all the graphics and just like a lot of the intricacy of it, right? But I think that more so applies to a lot of the, like, big studio AAA kind of shit. Yo, what's up, Tony? Oh yeah, since you're here, so I actually have, I'll tell you guys about a cool little plan that I have. So I want to do, wait, okay, so I actually got some, I'm working on getting some art commission for this. I want to do kind of like a monthly podcast where I talk to like different, especially like YouTubers in the community about like specific kind of like Atlus related stuff. At some point, I want to try to get you on the show, Tony, but this is my, my fucking, my art that I drew to send to the person to like get an idea of like what I want, right? Yeah, also my commissions are open. Yeah, I'll be sure to get in touch with you when I've got things more kind of figured out. I definitely want to talk to you about a lot of the kind of like sort of religious like stuff having to do with SMT, because I think all that stuff is really interesting. This isn't the finished piece? Remarkably, no. Yeah, so, like, part of the idea is this is meant to be kind of like a weird 80s, 90s, like, cyberpunk computer layer. Like, I have some kind of pictures here as an example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's the computer hacker setup, basically, yeah. So some of the stuff that I was kind of like thinking of is like Serial Experiments Lane. Like it would sort of be something like this, right? Or kind of like the original Megami Tensei OVA, like this kind of shit. So that's sort of the idea I have going on. Do I already have an artist to draw it? Or, yeah, I've already got somebody. I don't think they've started working on it yet, but I've already, like, sort of put my order in. I'd basically be like Futaba. Please don't say that. But I guess so, yes. Okay, so like this is sort of like the working title I have for it. I don't know if I'll actually end up sticking with this, but I kind of like the sound of it. The name idea I had was Chatlus, like Chatlus, Chatlus. I figured that had kind of a nice ring to it, sort of a cool sort of like play on the words, right? Well, like Baofu, yeah, it'd basically be like Baofu's weird fucking setup he has. Chatless is pretty good, thank you. Chadless, yeah, the Chadless podcast. No Chads allowed. Will I ever stream Street Fighter 6? Oh, maybe. I don't mind playing with you. Yeah, you can just hit me up if you want to play sometime. The only thing is, like, my internet is kind of funny. Like, I tried to stream Guilty Gear a while ago and it didn't really work out so well. But yeah, I'm down to play. Just, like, let me know. Return of the Fifth Cast? Essentially, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I'm, like, weirdly comfortable streaming fighting games, but not, like, almost any other kind of game. I guess because it's sort of like a multiplayer activity, right? So it's like, if I get my ass beaten, it's like, oh, this other guy, he's just much better than me. Whereas if I lose at, like, a single-player game, I just suck. Who do I main? I've been playing a lot of Lily and also Marissa. Like, I did my placement matches with Ryu and got fucking gold 3. I was like, I am not this good with Ryu. Why am I in here? Is Loki gonna be a co-host? Yeah, it's the Chatless podcast starring Fither and Loki, the Norse god of trickery. So I can get some of this goofy stuff out of here. Yeah, I don't know, it's like, I like Marissa because, first of all, I just want her to destroy me, but I don't know, she's really fun. She's just like this big hulking brute, right? And Lily is also pretty cool. Velvet Room themed podcast. This is more kind of like old school Megami Tensei themed. The idea is to kind of have like a cyberpunk sort of aesthetic. Like my idea is, wait, let me pull up the fucking picture again. Okay, so like the idea is that on the big monitor, I'm gonna have like the person's icon or whatever, and then on the little monitors, I'll have just like random shit playing. Like I might have some fucking like random N64 game playing, like an episode of some weird 80s anime or whatever. Just random shit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a Kemi Nakajima from Megami Tensei on the show, but we'll see. He's kind of a busy guy. Honestly, if just for one episode it just looks like that would be kind of funny. Just like, I just leave the text and everything. My favorite part of this image is the me right there. Me. Amazing art, thank you. Yeah, graphic design is my passion. Yeah, it's pretty good. I worked hard on it. Am I gonna invite low tier god? That'd be pretty fucking funny, honestly. That'd be... I don't know what I would even talk to him about. Yeah, those are my legs. What did you think that was? But that's... Yeah, no, that's not my legs. That's my two floppy penises right there. That'd be kind of funny if the art I just got my fucking schlong out. like I'm naked in the room. There'll be 4 different screens playing different things. Basically, yeah. Like, the big one will probably be static. It'll just have, like, the person's icon and probably, like, their username or whatever. But the other 3, I'm just gonna have, like, random shit. Alright, thank you, Tony. Yeah, let me know if you want a street fight. I'm usually available. Yeah, see, I've already got a, list of people who are interested, which is just increased by 1 after tonight's stream. What 80s anime I'm gonna have playing? I don't know. Probably just like some weird random OVAs. Will I invite Marsh? I have actually already invited him, and he is interested. Who's my favorite Sonic girl? I like, what was her name? Styx the Badger? Was that her name from Sonic Boom? No furry, though, just saying. Yeah, I'll just have, like, the whole Tokyo Revelation OVA playing on one of them. Oh, yeah, Bao the Visitor. I actually watched that for the first time not too long ago. That shit was crazy. Oh yeah, the schizo makes sense, TBH. What do you mean? What do you mean by this? Yeah, like that's the thing that's kind of weird is how they leaked the Persona stuff, but the Project ReFantazio thing was just went by unscathed. I've seen people come up with fucking ultra giga brain theories that they leaked it on purpose to make people think that was it, and then, like, surprise reveal Project ReFantazio, which just seems like the most ultra mega brain idea ever. Because, like, you know, I woke up today and I was thinking, it's like, yeah, we're gonna see, like, those trailers and stuff in, like, an official format and not, like, leaked by some guy. So, fucking Project ReFantazio getting revealed was not on my mind at all. Hey, what's up, Makoto? So let me move my fuck, I'm moving the background. Let me get my silly goofy odd drawing, make it a little smaller. I'll put it right there. Thoughts on Eternites? What is that? Doesn't Atlus USA have a new job opening? No, I'm pretty sure that was bullshit, because if you look at the actual listing, it says person expected to begin at January 2023. So I'm pretty positive that was just an old listing that somebody, like, pulled up and didn't actually fucking read it. If I play Digital Devil Saga, yes. I like DDS a lot. What freak did you make for Freak Fighter? I actually made Bedman, but he's like awake. Like Bedman from Guilty Gear. He's just awake Bedman. But I think of the new Persona 3 voice cast. I'm actually going to do a video with a friend talking about that. That'll probably be out in a couple of days. Gloria said, please pray for my uterus. What do you mean by this? Can I get a prayer emoji in the chat for uterus? What a weird thing to say. All these supportive people in the chat. Thoughts on the Yakuza 8 trailer? I haven't actually seen it yet. Like, I'm not really caught up on Yakuza, so I think I'd prefer to kind of like play through the games before like seeing the trailers, because I just don't know how much of it is like spoiler stuff, right? It's like Persona but fantasy? Essentially, yeah. Seems to be the case. Or I think the chat machine broke. But I think of Makoto Nanaya. Isn't she the one from BlazBlue? Yeah, she's cool. That's really foul, Gloria. What the fuck? I'm not even reading that. Yucky. Is the JP version of P3R getting a new cast? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not sure, actually. Thoughts on people who are disappointed about it being too close to Persona? I mean, I kind of get it, but I think at the same time, people also have to keep in mind that it's like, you know, it's Soejima doing all the designs and like Hashino is directing it, so there was no way there wasn't going to be at least a little bit of that kind of like Persona DNA in it, right? Japanese cast for P3 is the same. That's good. Yeah, like that's kind of the thing about Japanese voice actors is that they tend to be pretty fucking loyal to like the people they cast as those characters. Like a person has to essentially die to get recast as like a different character, whereas in the West it seems like we're a lot more kind of like, you know, flippant about that. We're just like, yeah, whatever, it's less expensive to hire you, so we're gonna do it, like that kind of a thing. So yeah, like, I'm gonna give the new cast a try. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, it's gonna be hard to separate, obviously, because I'm so attached to those voices for those characters. So it's like, I'm sure even though they'll do a good job, it's kind of just hard to, like, especially because the whole cast is new, right? Okay, bye-bye, Melix. Yeah, like, has Igor's VA even gotten replaced? Like, has there been a new Igor yet? Yeah, the new voice for the protagonist in Persona 3 is also Luke in Street Fighter 6, which is kind of funny. I need to talk more about abandoned games. Fucking apparently so. I'm kind of like scared of my own abilities. Like, I'm not like some kind of weird fucking, like, insider or something that, like, knows the shit and is kind of just like, yeah, it would be so cool if Project ReFantazio came out. I don't know why I'm doing, like, a weird gangster accent, but... I don't know, maybe I just have, like, psychic powers. What's my favorite Kaguya-sama episode? I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to pick a particular episode I really like. I can tell you my favorite character is Ishigami, which probably comes as no surprise to anybody. Please talk about SMT Cross Fire Emblem. It's been in development for 10 years. Don't worry, they're still working on it. It's gonna be great. It's coming out. Oh my god, is that the Weird Caswell? What's up? Weird Caswell from the Shifting Gears podcast. Ain't no way. Yeah, I like Chica a lot, too. I like the whole Kaguya cast, pretty much. Yeah, see, I don't know if this is something that's within, like, my realm of capability, but I'm gonna make an attempt after the game comes out, like Persona 3 Reload, to try to get an interview with some of them, because I think that would make for an interesting topic. But a lot of these, like, voice actors are a lot more hesitant to do interviews than they were, like, a couple of years ago. Who even are the new voices? I'm gonna do a video about it that'll be out in a couple of days, but you can just, like, look up and Google, like, the new cast if you want to see them. Yeah, the chat, I don't know what the issue is, but, like, my Streamlabs chat consistently keeps freezing. I have to keep resetting it. Why are they more hesitant? I don't know. I don't know if it's anything in particular. I think they're just a little bit more, or a little less willing to, like, just talk to random fucking schmucks on YouTube, right? Like, they're a little bit more kind of professional these days, I guess. Maybe something to do with Sega higher-ups? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think it's really Sega that has a whole lot to do with it, because a lot of the time it's more like they have voice acting agencies and stuff that don't really like them doing certain stuff. Probably a fear of breaking NDA or getting blacklisted. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say, like, I'm only even gonna ask once the game is out, because I know for a fact if I ask right now, they're just gonna say, nope, under NDA, can't. Doesn't Yukiko's VA run a channel on weed or something? I don't know. I don't know if she runs a channel on weed, but I know she talks about blazing it pretty often. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I'll definitely be sure to mention this in the video, but I really, really hope people don't give them any crap for kind of, like, taking over these roles, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, they're just trying to get their hustle on, and, like, it's not like it was a malicious thing. It was like, yeah, let's replace the original cast. Wahaha. Favorite character design in the trailer? Let me see. I'd have to sort of observe them. I like the rabbit guy. I think he looks cool. Am I optimistic about the game? What is that? I keep forgetting what this fucking game is called. Metaphor ReFantazio. Yes. I'm pretty optimistic about this one. Metaphor? Yeah, just calling it Metaphor is probably easier. I think it's the ReFantazio part that's fucking me up. I'm sure they'll be good. I don't know if they can capture the original VA's character. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll do like a good job. It's just one of those things where it's gonna be different, right? Why is it re? I don't know. What does like re mean? Re means like again, right? Let me see. Yeah, re is a Latin prefix for again, so it means again Fantasio. I hope that answers your question. Wasn't Allegra Clark already the voice of Mitsuru? Was she? I don't think so. Re means Resident Evil. Yeah, this game is actually the next Resident Evil. It's Metaphor Resident Evil Fantasio, known as Metaphor Biohazard Fantasio in Japan. Yeah, like, if I tried to get an interview with anybody, I'd probably try to go for Kagi, because, like, he is a YouTuber, right? So he might be a little bit more sort of willing to do one. Oh yeah, this song is a club banger. Yeah, we did an interview with Horus VA. That was like when Persona 5 came out in the West. That was like 6 years ago. God, I'm old. Koromaru's new voice actor is a cat. Yeah. A shocking turn of events. Atlus has decided to cast a cat as Koromaru. It's really breaking boundaries. In an old interview, they said the re and re-fantasy stood for a reimagining of the concept of traditional fantasy. But that's from an old interview, yeah. Hidden Nahobino fight? That'd be kind of sick, yeah. Have I seen Boogie Pop Phantom? Nope. Oh, yeah, dude, that fucking interview takes me back. I remember, like, the whole week leading up to that interview, I was a nervous wreck. I was so anxious. Like, I had never done anything like that. Guilty Gear RPG? That would be cool, yeah. One game that I actually want to try is a One Piece Odyssey. I don't know if any of y'all played it. That seems like a game that I want to try. It's like the One Piece RPG that came out earlier this year. It was your first time talking to a female. Honestly, yeah. Which interview was it where Flair asked you what your notes were and you said none, lol? That was the one we did with Johnny Awesome, like, way back in the day. Because, like, I kind of expected what would happen was that it would be more sort of like a normal, just, like, conversation. So I didn't really come up with any notes, but I think I, like, lied and said that I did for some reason. So when he pressed me to provide them, I was like, I don't actually have any. It's mainly a recap game, yeah. Get on sale, it's kind of mid, I see. What conference is the Rand's X translation going to be announced at? Shit if I know. I wish I could tell you. I like your Numberman profile picture, though. Oh my god, is that Protos? Fither, why are you so handsome? I don't know, that's just how my mama made me. I still do rants content? Not really. Like, Flair is definitely more into rants than me. Like, I wouldn't mind doing some rant stuff. The problem is that we figured out that anytime you put rants in the title, the video immediately gets demonetized. So that's sort of a hurdle in kind of making it, like, I'm not really the kind of person that cares about that, right? All that much. It's like, whatever, I'm not making money off this video, who gives a shit, but I don't know, it's more kind of worrisome, the idea that YouTube, like, takes it down. One Piece is pretty okay. The battle system was the most interesting part. Yeah, I mostly want to play it because just like the idea of a One Piece RPG seems cool. He's making a video about how to get into rants. I mean, that sounds more like a project for Flair, I would say. I'd probably ask him. Like, Flair streams pretty often, so if you go ask him, let me post his channel. If you just go ask him, I'm sure that's something he might be into. I know a while ago we did, like, a history of rants and, like, Alisoft translations. That's not exactly the same thing. So yeah, I would go ask him if you want something like that. One Piece fighters? Dude, One Piece fighters would go kind of hard. Especially now that One Piece is, like, more popular in the West than it has been in kind of previous years. Read the finale for the Whole Horse spin-off? No, I haven't gotten around to it yet. I should do that. I want to play rants. I'd be scared if my mom marched in. Understandable. Yeah, that's not the kind of game you can play in public. Make more Yu-Gi-Oh content. The thing with me and Yu-Gi-Oh is that I like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the franchise, but I don't know what the hell I would make videos about, right? Because I don't particularly like making videos out of just playing the game. Yu-Gi-Oh sucks, so true, tell him. Actually, me and Caswell did end up recording, so we've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds together. And so we got through season 1 and we recorded like a thing talking about our thoughts on it. But I think we're going to end up releasing them until we're like done with the show, right? Do I think Metaphor will get an enhanced version down the line? Maybe. It's hard to say. I feel like because this is not a Persona game, like obviously if it's a new Persona game, it's basically guaranteed, but I don't know, they don't always do that with like their other franchises. Will I cover Master Detective Archives? What is that? Do I like King Gainer or Gundam G-Reco? I watched a little bit of Gundam G-Reco, but I wasn't really super into it. Somebody told me I should probably watch the movies instead, so I might watch that. Yeah, like, they usually don't do that with SMT. Like, funny enough, Apocalypse actually started off as that. It was meant to be, like, an updated, like, sort of enhanced SMT4, but they found they wanted to add so much new shit into the game, it kind of just became its own thing. So there's, like, an alternate universe out there where we have SMT4 Plus or something. Wasn't 5 to Royal like 4 years? I think it was like 3 or 4, yeah. Yeah, Nocturne actually did have one. Nocturne has like so many fucking weird different little versions. It's hard to keep track of. It's like, there's the original base Nocturne, and then there's the Nocturne that we got, which I think is called Maniacs, and then there was like another version that had Raito in it, and then there's like the HD remaster. Junpei can say the N-word now, since his voice actor is black. Man, that would be an interesting turn for you for a Junpei's character. Who's the best girl in Persona 1? So this is kind of like, with Persona 2 knowledge in mind, I've been playing Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, and I've actually been really, really liking Ellie. So, I don't know, Ellie might end up being the winner for my favorite Persona 1 girl, even if it's, like, mostly her Persona 2 appearance that's kind of influencing that. Junpei based? Yeah, I like Ellie. Ellie's cool. She's, like, into fucking weird occult shit. Need me a weird occult GF. Not like one had a lot of stellar characterization. Your mom didn't have a lot of stellar characterization. Get that ass banned. Nah, I don't mean that. But actually, yeah. Nah. Actually, I should make you a mod, Caswell. There you go. Congratulations. Crystals and Candles GF. Oh, God. Dude, I was at fucking Barnes & Noble, like, last week, and they had this whole table set up for, like, white women books that was, like, about crystals and zodiac signs and fucking, like, tarot and just, like, weird shit like that. I was like, yeah, this is the white girl spot. Street Fighter 6 stream when? I'm down to give it a try. I just don't know how reliable my internet is the problem. My ex was like that. I'm sorry. What if we kiss next to the white girl crystals and we're both boys? Yo, what's up, Josh? Thank you. I appreciate it. Ever hope Atlus makes a Catherine too? Maybe. I don't know, I think, like, Catherine is just a really, really cool, like, concept, but I don't know how much they could really expand on it, right? Because I'd imagine a Catherine 2 would sort of be, like, essentially the same thing, unless they come up with kind of, like, a new, sort of thing that the game revolves around. Catherine 2, but everyone is gay. Dude, gay Catherine? Alright, here's my idea, right? It's not called Catherine. The new... What's a male name that starts with a C? Alright, here's my new idea for a game, right? It's called Christopher. It's two different dudes named Chris. One is spelled with a C, and one is spelled with a K, right? So it's like Catherine, but it's gay, right? It's two gay dudes named Chris. And you play as, like... You play as a gay dude. That'd be awesome. Christopher and Chrissy, yeah. Yeah, then the updated version will introduce a third Chris named Q-Christopher. Make up a bizarre social link. Okay, it's a social link, but it's with... See, I was about to say it was with a turtle, but I feel like animal social links aren't even all that weird. Because you do one with the fox. Okay, here's the idea. It's a social link with just an inanimate object in your house that you think is talking to you, right? It's like out of nowhere, this fucking box or something starts talking. You're like, whoa, it's my friend, the box. And at the end of the link, it turns out you're just schizophrenic. That's my idea for a Persona 6 social link. Socialing with your body pillow. It's like, oh, you feel the warmth of your pillow. Is that just the P3 Hermit socialing? I mean, the person in the P3 Hermitling was at least like an actual human being on the other end. Caswell said, a socialing with an inanimate object? Sounds like we're hanging out with Makoto from Persona 5. Boom. You're not funny. It's just a Yakuza sub-story, yeah. Kiryu has gone insane. Socialing with a ghost? Wait, that idea kind of goes hard. Just like this dead soul that has, like, lingering regret about what happened in its life. Yeah, I like the idea that you do this, like, socialing with an inanimate object, and you go talk to fucking Igor or whoever, and he's like, I don't even know how this happened. Like, how did you form a bond with something that doesn't exist? Oh yeah, Navarre is a ghost, that's true. Isn't that Akinari's thing? I mean, Akinari was, like, alive. I'm talking, this is, like, a literal ghost. Like, this guy died. Yeah, I mean, by the end of the link, he died, but... I don't know, you still, like, formed a connection with a person who was, like, alive throughout 9/10 of it, right? Hey, yo, socialing with Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's like, oh boy, protagonist, I represent the Hermit Arcana, woohoo! Socialing with your literal biological mom. I actually went with my mom to go see Kiki's Delivery Service in a theater today. It's like my favorite movie. And she's never actually seen it, so she wanted to go see it with me. Yeah, today was a good day overall. Fucking, Metaphor ReFantazio got revealed. Got to go see my favorite movie with my mama. Good day. Social link with Siri. Yeah. Did she like it? Oh, I guess so. She didn't exactly come out the movie theater like, oh man, that was such a great movie, but yeah, I think she liked it. She was like vaping throughout the entire time we were watching it. It was like every now and again, I would just see kind of like the glow of her vape like at the corner of my eye. Yeah, my mom vapes and smokes. Hey, Pixel Jalopy Bits became an inmate. Thanks, inmate. Tell me more about your mom. I don't know, what do you want to know? She sounds hot. I mean, I don't know, do you like fat women? Yeah, I'm like I said a little bit ago, I'm surprised that this game there was never like a weird rumor cycle. Because I feel like throughout the entirety of Persona 3, like every couple of months or like once a year, all the big gaming websites would be like, rumor, Atlus is working on Persona 3. Whereas with this, it was kind of just like silence, right? Is your mom single? No. Sorry, guys. You lost your opportunity to become my stepfather. Thank you, Pixel. I appreciate it. Yeah, literally, all they did was, like, they announced the game, and then there was, like, a trailer in 2017, and then every now and again, Hashino would, like, make an interview and be like, yeah, it's not canceled. And then I feel like from, like, since the pandemic started until now, there's just nothing. Yeah, I hope this game does well. I'm sure it'll sell, like, pretty good, because Atlus is definitely a more kind of, like, recognizable name, right? Like, there's a lot of people who are gonna buy it just based on the, like, oh, the guys who made Persona 5, like, that kind of thing. So I'm sure it'll do alright. It was better this is a silent development cycle as opposed to years and years of teasers. I guess so. Oh no, I'm just glad personally that this wasn't like an SMT 5 scenario where every other week people were like, SMT 5 is canceled. There has not been a trailer in this amount of days. It's like, people kind of just, I feel like they sort of forgot about it. I guess because it was like a new thing, so it wasn't part of like an established franchise, so people didn't know what to expect, right? But the art style alone will sell people? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Do I prefer Persona Q1 or 2? I don't really have an opinion on 2 because I'm not that far into it. I can say Persona Q1 has never been a game that I'm like super crazy about. I also wouldn't expect me to be like going to play through more Persona Q2 because I've been playing Etrian Odyssey because I got the collection. So by the time I'm finished getting through like at least one of those, I'll probably be a little Etrian Odyssey'd out. Do I think Persona 6 should have a social link with a previous Persona character? I think that'd be cool, yeah. That's something that I'm liking a lot about Persona 2, is that it's, you know, it was a lot more willing to, like, reintroduce characters from Persona 1 as, like, party members and stuff. But I feel like nowadays a lot of the philosophy is to have sort of, like, a clean slate, right? Except for kind of spin-off stuff, but yeah, otherwise it seems like whenever there's a new numbered modern game, it's like, okay, brand new cast, no old people, except for like maybe a cameo or kind of just like a mention of them. Do I want Xenogears to get a remake? Maybe. I'm like I want to try Xenogears at some point, but I don't really have an opinion on whether or not it needs a remake because I haven't played it. Yeah, fucking Persona Q2 came out at, like, the fucking ass end of the 3DS's life cycle. It's kind of unfortunate. Old Baofu as the navigator? That kind of slap. Actually, how old is Baofu? Let me look this up. Baofu was born in 1967. Baofu is older than my dad. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Damn, Baofu, why are you old? Like, why did you decide to be old? Yeah, if Baofu showed up and, like, Persona 6 takes place in 2023, he would be fucking 56. Baofu is my dad? I wish my dad was that cool. I don't think my dad knows how to set up a wiretap or get involved with the mafia. Yeah, like, I have a friend who recently played through Xenogears, and he was like, man, this story is really, really good. I fucking hated playing it. Your dad can wiretap your mom? What the fuck? Yeah, I guess you were right, like 23 years ago when I was conceived. I guess so. I don't know why, for whatever reason, one day when my mom was, like, sleep-deprived and tired from work, she decided to, like, tell me about the time I was conceived. I was like, why are you telling me this? Yeah, a lot of the Persona 1 guys were born in, like, they must have been born in the 80s, right? Let's see, when was Nanjo born? Nanjo was born in 1979. God damn, boy, you old. Why are you telling us this, though? I am an evil and malicious entity. I'm just trying to spread as much despair as possible. I'm like Monokuma from Danganronpa. Am I gonna play Final Fantasy 16? I would like to, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. So, if I do, I would probably have to wait for it to come to PC. Play Tears of the Kingdom? Not yet, no. I've kind of been swamped with, like, other stuff I've been playing. So, what have I been playing? So, I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 6. I've been playing Persona 2, Etrian Odyssey, Xenoblade 2. I think that's about it. That's the stuff that I'm, like, kind of actively going through. Am I gonna get Grand Blue Fantasy Relink? I might. I played a little bit of the Grand Blue mobile game, because it had, like, a Code Geass collab. I fucking love Code Geass, so I kind of played it for that, but... I don't know, I might give it a try. So, yeah, I'll be right back. I need to get some more tea. You guys enjoy the fine sounds of hunting surprise raid. Okay, I'll be right back. Okie dokie, hello. I got my tea. Hey, Wide Clyde became an inmate. Thanks, inmate. I went in the kitchen and my brother was telling my mom about how Starfield has 100 solar systems or something. Why did everyone just start saying Adachi? "100 planets?" I don't know. Whatever he was saying, there was 100 somethings in Starfield. Favorite character in Persona 2 so far? In Persona 2 Innocent Sin is definitely Akechi. In Eternal Punishment, I don't know, if my options are just like new characters. I don't know, like I said, I'm liking Ellie a lot. But she's, like, from Persona 1? I don't know, probably, maybe Katsuya, actually. I know he was, like, in Innocent Sin, but he's, like a character in this one, so, yeah, probably Katsuya. I think he's cool. Only got the membership so I could post Adachi emotes? Oh, worth it. Did you know that if you spend $1 to become an inmate, you can post Adachi? $1 Adachi. Satisfactory. Yeah, Katsuya is cool. At one point, I actually want to do a video that's, like, ranking every Persona detective. I think that'd be kind of an interesting video. Like, ranking them based on how good they are actually as a detective. Do I like the Soulsborne series? Yeah. Like, I really like Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2 is, like, alright. I never finished 3 or Bloodborne, and I really like Elden Ring. I played Demon Souls, too. I like that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, like, a super massive, like, Soulsborne fanatic, but I like the games. Yeah, I was basically just trying to judge and get sort of, like, people's opinions on how good they are, like, as detectives. Where does this cross-detective Naoto fall in the tier list? That's a good question. I don't know if I want to count her. Yeah, I hear about the FF Final Fantasy X remake scheduled to release. Is that true? I haven't heard anything about that. Where would Yosuke go? Actually, I like the idea that at the end it's like, number 2 is like Naoto or whatever. It's like, however, I'm sure you're all aware, there is one detective who stands above the rest. Junpei. Ace defective. More like Stupei. What's your take on the exclusion of the answer? It sucks, but it's not really something that I'm, like, losing sleep over, right? It's like, I think it definitely would have been better if all that shit was just in the game, but I don't know, it doesn't, like, bother me too much. Hey, Rohan Kashibe's bitch became an inmate. Thanks, inmate. How do I feel about the VA changes? I'm actually doing a video about that. That'll probably be out in a couple of days, so yeah, I'll be talking about that with a certain little silly boy that's in the chat right now. Yeah, there was an IGN interview with, like, the director, and they straight up said there was not any portable or FES stuff in this. Yeah, I don't know who this silly boy in question could be. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they make it DLC. It seems like a good money-making strategy. No Elizabeth events? Yes. So this is actually, unironically, the most devastating thing. Is that because the Elizabeth stuff was in FES, that's probably getting cut. Like, I'm not worried about no FMC, no the answer, like, what are they trying to answer? Like, what, like, really? Like, what? What's so important that they need to have an answer for? Who gives a shit? I want to hang out with Elizabeth. Elizabeth is so cute. Yeah, also that means no Aegis social link. What answer? Nobody asked, bro. I like the idea that, like, the game releases, like, Persona 3 Reload, and you see that the answer is an option in the menu, and you click on it, and the game just says, what answer? Nobody asked, bro, and it takes you back. That'd be good. The fandom went from excited, questioning, and then depression. Ah, such is the cycle. Yeah, I might do a video, like, later this week about, kind of, like, not going crazy on the internet, because I know there's a lot of people who are, like, this is something that happened to me, personally, is that you kind of get bummed out from seeing people that are bummed out, right? It's like, even if it's a topic that you don't really have that much of a stake in, it's just, like, you see people getting irritated, and that irritates you. So, like, I don't know, I'm just glad to not be on fucking Twitter or a lot of these other kind of, like, big public spaces, right? Terminally online is what you might call that. Very true. Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more excited for Metaphor. Like, Persona 3 Remake is something that's, like, to me, it's, like, coming out. It's never really been something that I was, like, dying to have. But this is something that I'm, like, actually excited about. What is this game on screen? This is a funny little doodad that's coming out called Metaphor ReFantazio. It is the game by Atlus that was announced in fucking 2016. Oh, why should I not buy P3R? I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm not here to, like, influence your decisions on stuff. Yeah, dude, like, fucking any kind of, like, Atlus Twitter kind of stuff is just, like, the most insufferable ever, actually. Like, when I was still on Twitter, I had to fucking mute the word Atlus just because I've never seen a tweet made in relation to that company that wasn't the worst thing ever. Like... How are fusion spells utilized in vanilla P3? Wasn't it just like you need to have a certain combination of personas? The port begging for P5. Yeah, dude, any kind of like, I get that people really want to play these games, right? But I think it's just like the begging and the amount of like irritation that goes into it. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's like, there's other things in life going on than just, like, Persona 5 not being on the Xbox. Give me a tip to get a GF? Why are you asking me? That is... I don't have that kind of wisdom, bro. Oh, no, somebody give this man's a tip on how to get a GF. Twitter users harass Atlus into remaking P3. Honestly, I think there's truth to this. That, like, they essentially, like, annoyed the company into making this remake. I think that's genuinely probably what happened. Dime says, stop watching Fither to start getting a GF. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you do, if you're talking to a lady, don't bring me up, please. She'll leave. How's Pogger's GF? Alas, she is Pogger's ex-GF now. I am single and ready to mingle. But we're still good friends, though. But yeah, haha, if anybody's interested, I am an eligible bachelor. Yeah, it's true. Actually, Casual, you have a great point. Scientists have just discovered every time you give me a super chat, it actually increases your Riz by a percentage equal to the amount of dollars you give me. True. Why, hey, hang on. Why do so many people get interested all of a sudden? What the fuck? Yeah, and, like... I think a Persona 2 remake probably would have been better. I feel like that was probably the thing that people should have been, like, up in arms about. Like, SMT 1 remake would have been fire. Like, a Persona 1 or 2 remake would have been really cool. I feel like there's definitely, like, games that probably could have, like, deserved it more. But, whatever. Such is fate. Cheshire Cat says, Fither, are you into dudes? Follow-up question, can I give you my contact info? No. Sorry, I am straight as a stop sign, baby. Kai with the 5 says, I just bought more Riz in the metaverse. Yeah, I'll be sure to send you an email with the link to your Riz NFT. It should be there in a couple of minutes. Hey, Angry One with the 5 says, OMG, it's true, I can feel it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like buying new equipment in an RPG. It's like your stats just went up. Hey, the Choco Taku became an inmate. Thanks, inmate. I like your Majima PFP. Yeah, like, I think if this game does well, it will kind of open the doors for Atlus to be more into the idea of remaking some of the other games in the series, but... Is ReFantazio what I expected? More or less. Like, I think it was, a little bit more kind of unique than I was expecting, because when it was first advertised, it seemed like they were going to be making more of a kind of traditional fantasy game, but no, it seems like this one has a lot more of that kind of weird Atlus DNA in it, which is cool. Is Ron any good as a game? I have no idea. I've never played it. Hey, Dharmatan with the 2750 says, my man mentions he is single and chat goes thirsty. Fither has game and he doesn't know. Oh, no. But thank you. I actually have anti-Riz. part of my secret ability I've developed. I kind of don't want P3R to succeed. I mean, I can sort of get the sentiment behind that. Like, I guess if you're kind of mad about, like, no Femc and know the answer and stuff. But I don't know. I'm rarely the kind of person that, like, wants something to fail, right? I don't know, I'm just not, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time that's not really super helpful. I think a lot of the time it's, like, better to buy the stuff that you want to support instead of, like, boycotting the shit that you don't. There's a lot of the time I think these companies more so pay attention to success instead of failure. Fither has Rizzler's hockey, rarest hockey type. Yeah, like, I can't imagine Persona 3 Remake is gonna end up being, like a financial failure by any stretch of the imagination. Hey, Derek's then with the 5 says, do you think the press turn system will be in ReFantazio? Do you think they'll do something unique with it? I'm sure they'll put some kind of twist on it. I don't think they would just straight up carry over press turn. I'd imagine there's going to be some kind of gimmick to it that makes it different. Are Atlus fans trying too hard to find things to get upset about? I would say in this case, not really. Like, I think it is kind of justified, the idea that, like, if they were going to be remaking this game, this should probably be sort of like the definitive edition, so I can definitely get people's frustrations. Honestly, I think this is one of the sort of, like, less bitch about Atlus kind of things. Yeah, like, I think what happened with the Persona 3 Portable port is that they knew that they were working on a Persona 3 remake anyways, so they didn't put as much effort into that one, and they kind of just shipped it out, right? It's like, oh, fuck it, whatever. When am I making Digimon content? What the fuck am I gonna talk about with Digimon? What music is this? This is the Digital Devil Saga soundtrack. Digimon Survive? Yeah. Talk about how hot Angel Woman is. Oh, maybe. I guess I could. Which Guilty Gear girl would date Leo? Dude, I'm actually mad at how many girls in Guilty Gear are, like, thirsty for Leo, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I think that motherfucker is ugly as hell. And I also hate fighting him. And I hope he dies in real life. I hate Leo so much. Oh my goodness gracious. No, not you in the chat, Leo. Leo, the Guilty Gear character. Darmatan with a 2750 says, I like how everyone forgot about P5 Tactics, because it's fine, but it's not Project ReFantazio or P3 Remake. Yeah, that game is kind of just, like, in an unfortunate spot, where it's like, we've been getting so much Persona 5 stuff that this kind of just feels like another Persona 5 thing, whereas Persona 3 Remake is something people have been clamoring for forever, and this is, like, one of the first, like, totally new Atlus things in a while. Ace of Diamonds says, I just started dating this lovely man named Leo Whitefang. We're dating tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you break up. Would I rather have P5 Arena instead of Tactica? Maybe. I don't know, I was never, like, super crazy about, like, just kind of the design of Persona 4 Arena. Like, it just ended up not being a game that I really liked playing all that much, but I know a lot of people really want Persona 5 Arena. Hey, Wide Clyde with the 5 says, do you think ReFantazio will have tie-ins with Last Bible? I have no idea. I don't know fucking anything about Last Bible. Maybe, shit. Yeah, thank you. Dharmatan says, by the way, don't insult my boy Leo like that. I will fight you in a McDonald's parking lot. Yo, I'm ready to square up. I fucking hate Leo Whitefang so much. I've had a 10-year-long grudge with that character. I can't stand that dude. That dude drives me crazy. I hate him. But yeah, thank you. What Persona 5 spin-offs do I want? I think it would be cool if they made a Persona 5 spin-off called Persona 6, but it has nothing to do with Persona 5. I think that would be kind of neat. Yeah, this game was announced 7 years ago, in 2016. Opinion on Ragna the Blood Edge? Ragna's pretty cool. I don't mind Ragna. He's alright, he can live. Hey, let's see, is that pronounced Mickey or Mikey? I don't know, either way, Mickey Mike says JoJo June this year. So JoJo June is every 2 years. It's every even year, so it'll be next year is JoJo June. But yeah, thank you. Fucking opinion on Ram's feet. Scrumptious. Do I think a Part 7 anime will happen? Yeah, at some point. I'm not really too worried, because this is just something that's kind of, like, been the case for the JoJo anime is, you know, it'll come out and then we have to wait, like, 2 or sometimes 3 years for another one, so I'm kind of just chilling right now. It'll happen eventually. Hey, Dharmatan says, I want a Persona SMT spinoff that is a dating sim. Wait, that is Persona. True? Yeah, thank you. Opinion on Asuka becoming playable? I actually haven't played any Guilty Gear since he dropped. I've been playing Street Fighter. I'm actually going to EVO this year, so, like, I think I'm kind of at this point where the competition in Guilty Gear is so steep, because all these motherfuckers have been playing it for, like, 2 years, whereas Street Fighter 6 is new, so I gotta have more of a chance at, like, getting good at it in time. Oh man, this song is so fucking bumping. Yeah, DDS soundtrack is so good. Thoughts on Jury's Feet? Dude, okay, so the thing about Jury's Feet is that the people at Capcom have to know, right? Like, they have to know that all the Jury fans are, like, weird feet people. Because they focus so hard on her feet. It's like, when you select her, you see the feet. When she does her super, you see the feet. It's like, she wasn't like that in Street Fighter 4. I don't know as much about 5, but, like, her fighting with her feet was more kind of like an incidental thing. Whereas in 6, it's just like, yeah, she's like, yeah, here's my stinky toes. Gotta market those feet, yeah. Have I seen DSP playing 6? Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun watching him and Low Tier God play 6. Oh, what did I say? I didn't say we feet people, haha. I didn't say anything. I don't know, the thing that's funny to me about DSP is that he's apparently been playing fighting games since, like, fucking at least the PS1 era, right? And he still just doesn't get them. Like, that's the thing that's so fascinating to me. Is Underknife Invert good? I don't know, I've never really played any of them. I think I played one of them, like, a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah, DSP is the guy who was jerking the ween on that one stream by accident. Yeah, like, Low Tier Got It, I think, is, like, funnier, because I feel like he has kind of, like, a better understanding of fighting games, but he just gets, like, really mad, right? Like, DSP is more so incompetent, but Low Tier God is more just, like, pissy. What was the last game I beat? I think it was Xenoblade Chronicles? I think so. Honestly, kind of true. There is a little bit of that low-tier god in all of us. Do I like that girl from P4 Dancing? Who? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forget her name. What was it, like Minami or something? Yeah, she's okay. Opinions on Neko Arc. Yeah, she's a funny little creature. I actually have been reading Tsukihime. I haven't, like, read any of it in a while. I've just been busy with other stuff, but yeah. I've officially gone down a very, very dangerous hoe-scaring journey, consuming media like Persona 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Tsukihime. How much did I read? Not a whole lot. I'm not, like, super far into it. I think, like, relatively speaking, I've spent definitely at least a couple good hours in it. Oh my god, it's Peter Parker. Holy shit, no way. Spider-Man? The 499 says, gonna miss the OG cast of P3, especially Leah, Michelle, and Tara. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm definitely gonna miss the original voices, but I'm for sure willing to give the new guys a chance, right? But yeah, thank you. Debate between the Phantom Thieves versus the Shadow Users from Blue Dragon. That might be interesting. I would have to, like... Isn't Blue Dragon, like, an Xbox 360 game? Do I main in Street Fighter 6? I've been playing a lot of Lily and Marissa. Am I enjoying Xenoblade 2's gameplay? I think I'm starting to get it, right? Like, I think one of my bigger complaints about that game's combat is that it's like... The combat is poorly paced. I don't mean, like, the actual fights. I mean, like, how the game kind of teaches you about it and, like, the tools it provides you to use is, like, paced weirdly to the point where it's, like, I'm like, a dozen hours into it, and I feel like only now I'm, like, understanding, right? Yeah, because, like, so I was asking, like, some friends of mine who had played Xenoblade 2, because I wasn't, like, getting it. It felt like the enemies were just not dying, and they were telling me about how, oh, well, you gotta use this kind of combo that'll, like, break them and then launch and then topple and this and that and that. I just didn't get it, but it was only after I got to a certain point where I realized the game was, like, gatekeeping a certain ability from me that lets me kind of, like, optimize my damage. It's sort of like, imagine if, this isn't, like, exactly the same, but imagine if Persona didn't give you an all-out attack until you were, like, a dozen hours into the game. It would just be like, what the fuck? Hey, Dharmatan with the 5500 says, talking about incompetent people, you remember the guy that rage quit at Nyx because he got charm and healed the boss? Yeah, that was DSP. That's Darkside Phil. You got so mad he dropped the game just at the end. No, that fucking clip, like, moment is iconic. That shit is so funny. How disappointed would the Persona 3, 4, or 5 cast be in their fandom? Probably extremely. Man, you know it's a disturbing thought? The idea that, like, there's some extra-dimensional entities watching your life and have formed, like, a fan base around you, right? Like, imagine there's just these higher beings that are, like, drawing art of you and, like, fucking shipping you with people. It's kind of a creepy thing to think about. Am I liking the awful field skills? What, in Xenoblade 2? Yeah, they're, unreliable. I really like going to, like, like an ore deposit or whatever, and I just can't get anything out of it. That's religion. Hey, yo, shout out to all my extra-dimensional viewers. Yeah, dude, somewhere out there, there's some cosmic entity that just thinks you're super cute. Yeah, I don't know. I think my thing with Xenoblade 2 right now is that, like, that sounds like such a stock kind of opinion, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. Like, I think I was expecting something worse, right? Like, something that is just fucking dog shit. But, I don't know, for me right now, it's kind of stuck in this weird spot where it's like, I'm still playing it, but I don't love it and I don't hate it. So it's kind of just like a game that I'm playing. Yeah, bro, I don't think I still have the screenshot. I got to the fucking, like, one little interaction you have with Tor where he says blushy crushy. I was like, that's so cringe. But, I don't know, I thought it was funny. Have I played Omori? I played a little bit of it. I never ended up finishing it. I was, like, liking it, but I don't think I was kind of, like, liking it enough to keep going, you know? But maybe at some point I'll pick it back up. How long am I going to stream for? I don't know. I'll probably keep going for a little bit longer. Yeah, I figured he must have been saying moe in the original, because there's no, like, what the fuck else do you translate blushy crushy from? Am I gonna play the 2 DLC? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, somewhere out there, there's a higher entity that is drawing fan art of you, but he's giving you giant fucking titties. The 2 DLC is peak? I see. See, I actually have some art. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I just moved to some blank thing. I actually have some art of me, like, as a girl. Somebody drew. Wait, let me pull it out. I was looking kind of sexy. I cannot lie. See, where's this art? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, I forgot how fucking huge it was. I also don't remember who drew this. I apologize. God damn. Humna. See, I don't think there's a name on here. I forget who drew this. I'm sorry. Zam! And fellas, she's single. Maru, maybe? It might have been. I don't remember, actually. Titties need to be bigger. Yeah, I think I could use an extra 3 cup sizes. She looks like she doesn't shower. Yeah, she's a little bit of a gamer, you know what I'm saying? She's got a little bit of that gamer funk. Damn, she's Fither. It's hilarious you mentioned ReFantazio as probably canned only for it to be immediately announced. Yeah, I have some kind of, like, dark superpowers. I'm on that Marquee shit. I could just, like, think of stuff and it happens, bro. She looks like she exclusively plays Kusoge's on Fightcade. Oh, so the most optimal woman possible. Don't ever say gamer funk again. Yeah, I think I have some kind of, like, weird superpowers. Like, obviously, like, so we did a Persona 5 Royal speculation video. Like, it was me and Flair and Betty. And even though we were obviously wrong about a lot of shit, we got, like, almost the whole actual plot of it pretty spot on. It's kind of scary in retrospect. She needs thicker thighs. I think all the weight went to her chest. So yeah, I'll take her off the screen now. I don't want to cause an incident. You think it'll have optional party members to recruit or a static cast like Persona? It's hard to say. It seems like a lot of those guys might be essentially like social link kind of characters. But who knows? Maybe like every character you can form a bond with, you can also have as a party member. Hey, Dharmatan with the 1100 says optimal woman. So true. Oh yeah, I remember I made just this like weird fucking shit post about how it was revealed in the Royal trailers how you could like work out with the Velvet attendants. So I made a joke that was like, yeah, you're gonna get swole and then you're gonna box Maruki, and it ended up being kind of right. Post the actual superhero image? Okay. Yeah, that picture's good. Actual superhero. We're kind of covering up this trailer here. So I could take this down, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the soundtrack ended. Time to play Digital Devil Saga 2 soundtrack. Whoa. I have, like, basically every Atlus release, like, their soundtracks in FLAC files, so they sound really, really good. Oh, yeah, baby. Digital Devil Saga number 2, the sequel. Can't wait for the eventual P4 remake. That's what's next, right? Like, be prepared for once the Persona 3 remake comes next. The next game that will be unplayable is Persona 4. If the Discord died and you don't use Twitter, what do I use? Fither Facebook era? I just use nothing. I don't know, I'm pretty content with not using social media, really. Did I play Strikers to completion? Yeah. Yeah, this is the song that plays in the DDS2 opening. Bring back MySpace? That'd kind of fuck if we all, like, just go make a MySpace account. Further touch grass arrow? I mean, I'm not even, like, touching grass. I just try to avoid, like, awful, shitty internet locations. For their TeamSpeak server? Yeah, we should all get on, fucking MSN Messenger. Any of y'all remember that? I remember fucking Messenger was, like, one of the first, like, messaging apps that I ever used to, like, talk to people I met on the internet. Hey, Dharmatan with the 2750 says, if you have the power of saying things and becoming true, just say that Persona 6 will be good, and Giovanna from Guilty Gear is real, please, I beg you. It doesn't work that way. I can't be consciously wishing something into existence. I just have to think about the possibility of it happening. But thank you. Yeah, I have no control over the ability. Literally Maruki. Apparently, yeah. Oh man, I remember like way back in the day, I would talk to some people that I met from just like random servers, right, on Messenger. And since I had it on my dad's computer, he was always like really suspicious about the people I was talking to. Like for good reason, obviously. Because I was just like a little kid at the time. I remember sometimes he would do this shit where he would like talk to the people I was talking to and, like, message them, it would really piss me off. It would be so... I was so embarrassed. Can I think about the possibility of a real Soul Hackers 2? I can't. It doesn't work that way. It's already out. Oh, little Fither, who are you talking to? Basically, yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode of the George Lopez show. I like that show a lot. Anybody else have memories of, like, waking up at 3 a.m. and fucking George Lopez is playing on the TV? Do I like Chie? Yeah, I like Chie. She's not, like, one of my favorite Persona girls, but I like her enough. All my friends know the low rider. What if George Lopez was a Phantom Thief? Yo, the Phantom Thieves versus the Lopez family? New video? Could fucking Ryuji defeat, Max from George Lopez? But I like a Blaze Blue Persona SMT crossover. It might be cool. I know they already did, like, cross-tag battle, so... I don't know, maybe doing something like that with SMT2 would be cool. I kind of want to do a video that's like, what would an SMT fighting game be like? Because I think that would be kind of fun to speculate about. Hey, Rohan Kishibe's bitch with the 20 says, Maruki whimpers, you can't ignore the facts. Very true. Tell him. Yeah, thank you. How did I like Xenoblade 1? I have a video giving my thoughts on it, if you want to check that out. But I like that game a lot. Would it be the demons or the protags? It'd probably be the protags. I don't know, maybe there's like a couple of demons in the roster. But I'd imagine it's more so a lot of the, like, you know, humans or just like playable characters. Yeah, I think that might be kind of cool. You could have, like Demi-Fiend would be kind of like a brawler that has, like, Rekkas, for example. I don't know, I think part of it is that for some of the protagonists, it's kind of hard to make them feel, like, really different. It's like, how would you make SMT1 protag Aleph and Flynn, like, feel really, really different, right? Because they kind of have, like, a similar sort of kit going on, but... Yeah, I might end up doing kind of like a big Xenoblade sort of retrospective where I really talk about, like, all the story stuff. I might end up doing that when I'm finished playing through, like, 3. Yeah, that's the thing that I was kind of thinking, is that the demons could either work as, like, sort of like how assists work in, like, team fighting games, like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you select certain demons and they will, like, show up and do a thing, right? Alright, see ya, Melancholic. Do I think P3R will keep the story-based evolutions? Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's something they're gonna keep. I can't imagine they're gonna change that. But yeah, I like that idea for a video a lot. It's like, kind of workshopping a fighting game. Because I feel like fighting games are definitely kind of on people's minds at the moment because of Street Fighter 6. Atlus would have Persona protagonists as DLC? Fucking very true. Wasn't Joker, like, found, like, his name and shit found in the files for Persona 4 Arena? It was like, there was a slot for a DLC character that was called P5 Hero that they ended up never doing anything with. Yeah, I like that idea, Tower of Heaven. Kind of like, each protagonist sort of has a specific demon that they can use. So, like, Demi-Fiend, for example, would obviously have Pixie and, like, some of the other demons he uses in his boss fight. And then, like, SMT1 protag would have Cerberus and some other kind of demons that you sort of associate those games with, right? Who would I play in an SMT fighting game? I don't know. I think it would depend more on their, like, moveset rather than the character themselves. Obviously, I'd be, like, down to play everybody. Yeah, Nahobino. Nahobino would probably fight with, like, mostly using the energy blade. You'd have, like, a lot of sort of energy-focused shit. And maybe he has a mechanic that's, like, you know how they have, like, the Amagatoki, like, skills that you build up? Maybe he kind of has a mechanic like that, where he has to, like, build up to these strong abilities. And then, like, Strange Journey, like, Space Marine guy, he would probably be kind of like how Elfelt is, which is sort of a scary prospect, but he would have, like, a lot of different kind of guns and, like, shit that he could use. Or he'd kind of be like how Chris Redfield is in the Marvel games. Been watching any shows? Not recently. I haven't been watching a whole lot of, like, anime. I've been reading a decent bit of manga, actually. Let me see. I've been reading Jujutsu Kaisen and Dr. Slump. I've been keeping up with One Piece, obviously. I was reading through Dr. Stone, but I feel like I've kind of hit this point where it's kind of I'm starting to lose interest in it a little bit. But reading Chainsaw Man, yeah, I read Chainsaw Man whenever a chapter comes out. What would Abel have? I mean, I've always kind of pictured Abel as being sort of like a magic kind of guy, because, like, the dance, the, like, holy dance, or whatever those attacks are called, like, all the dance moves in Devil Survivor are really strong. You know who I think would be a cool character? Is, fucking Chiaki from Nocturne. I think she'd be a cool, like, grappler, because she's got that big fucking arm. What if Adachi was a femboy? That's the question of our generation, for sure. Yeah, the boomers had, or, like, the greatest generation had World War II. Fucking the boomers had Vietnam. Our problem is, what if Adachi was a femboy? Have you heard of Lobotomy Corporation? I have. I actually have that on Steam. Somebody bought it for me, like, a while ago, but I haven't gotten around to playing it. Yeah, what, Stella Deus? I only know about that game because Soejima did the art for it. That was, like, sort of early in his career. I haven't actually played it myself, though. Oh, wait, yo, that's a sick idea. Like, his assists are all the different Bell demons. So he would have, like, fucking, like, Belial, and, fuck, what was the name of the like, gray dude? Balder. Yeah, he has, like, Balder as an assist. That'd be cool. Belberith? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Belberith is, cool. Wait, let me pull up a picture of Belberith. Yeah, fucking Yahweh is, like, the boss of the game. You find him like Galactus, yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I can't believe they put your mom in SMT. Ayo, haha. Nah, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. The Balder fight sucked. That fight does kind of suck, actually. It's kind of shitty having you, like, have all this freedom to customize your character, and then that fight is just like, you have to do this specific thing, or else nothing hurts him. Yo, this is me and the squad. Tag yourself. Which one are you feeling today? Today, I think I'm the frog. You're the cat. The cat's pretty respectable, yeah. Belphegor, yeah. Belphegor, he's kind of stuck. Aren't those the same guy? They're the same entity. They're like different demons that one of them at some point, like, they started consuming the other and they just became this. What demon is the leftmost head? Oh, the purple guy? He's Belphegor. Or no, oh, you mean the one in the, like, top left? I'm not sure who that is, actually. Bell something. Oh, this guy is from Devil Survivor. Actual superhero. Yeah, fellas, is it gay if you kiss your homie who's, like, become incorporated into your essence? Me on Tinder be like, I want to incorporate you into my essence. No, that sounds like a fucking Jeffrey Dahmer quote, actually. Everyone's just saying no. See, let me get this boy out of here. Get out of here, boy. Go on, get. Speaking of weird serial killers women find attractive, the Unabomber died earlier. Yeah, he did. He died this week. My favorite SMT demon is Black Frost. I love him so much. He's my favorite. I try to make a Black Frost like every single time I play one of the games he's in. Oh, I didn't know Black Frost had new art from Persona 5X. This looks really cool. Hang on. Let me pull this up. God damn, look at that handsome boy. Can you guys please let Black Frost know that he's a handsome boy? God damn. It's my favorite Persona? That's a good question. Honestly, I could maybe do a video about that. Like, my top 10 favorite Persona designs. That might be fun. Because there's a lot of, like, Personas that I think are really cool. Yeah, I played Synchronicity. That game fucking slapped. What a weird thing. They just, like, released Peak as just, like, a free fucking random thing. My favorite game is this little ditty called Persona 3. Yeah, I wish I had the Black Frost Nendo. I have the regular Jack Frost one, but I don't have the one for Black Frost. Favorite non-Persona game? My second favorite game is Fallout New Vegas. Song? This one is Road to Sodom, the second movement from Digital Devil Saga 2. Opinions on Lucifrost? He's cool. He's a cool little guy. Nice little fella. What do you think of the SMT Fight tentacle-only run? Wait, what? You mean slime? Wait, what do you mean tentacle? Currently drawing that Dami mommy girl from P4 Dancing. Based? Man, I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours almost. I'll probably hang out for a little bit longer. And then I got like stuff to do. Yeah, I don't know about y'all. This is a pretty good day overall, I would say. Hell, Brainlet said, I'm stuffed. Ayo? Ayo? What kind of shady activities are you up to at midnight? Oh, nothing. I don't do anything nefarious or evil or fucked up. Could Miku have the chance to be able to have a persona? Probably, yeah. I think, like, almost anybody can theoretically have a persona. You kind of just need, like, the right circumstances for one. And you have to just, like, be accepting of yourself, basically. What demon would I get head from? I think the hottest demon is Parvati. Let me pull up a picture of her. Parvati's so cool. Bro, she has new art in P5X too? Did I miss this? Like, all my favorite fucking demons have new art from P5X. Bro, why didn't nobody tell me? God damn, look at this babe. Hauga. Obviously, I'm talking about Black Frost. I don't know who this lady is. What myth would my persona be? I've actually thought about this. So if I had a persona, I would want it to be Nimrod, who... Nimrod was the king who ordered the construction of the Tower of Babel. I actually have art. Somebody drew art of, that concept for, like, my persona. I think I still have it. Somewhere. Here it is, yeah. Oh lord, he's big. Yeah, you can see in the top left my original drawing. But basically, it would be like King Nimrod kind of carrying the Tower of Babel on his back. Yeah, I forget who drew this for me, but it's really cool. What's Oziak have to do with it? Oh, yeah. Oziak is in the screenshot. So this is actually from a video I did with him on PKFD1's channel. We did a Persona 5 Jeopardy thing, and that's when this came up. Because he asked us to, like, design a persona. So that's how that came about. That's why Oziak is in the picture. What does Nimrod evolve into? He might just turn, like, maybe just turn into Babel. Because he's already got, like, the thing growing out of him. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of just, like, a weird idea for a persona. Just this, like, weird, like, floating tower. What are its attacks? I guess it would use, like, Psychic or Psi or whatever. Yeah, this is a picture of me and the bad bitch I pulled by being goofy and silly. What role would it play in the team? It would play the role of being awesome. Yeah, I'd imagine it would have, like, Psi abilities, and then it would have a lot of, like, defensive buffs. So it kind of be almost like how Haru is. Why the Tower Battle specifically? I just think it's, like, a cool story. It's, like, a cool sort of, like, religious explanation for the existence of language. And it's also kind of inspired by Babel's role in Devil Survivor. Someone needs to draw Nimrod getting head from Parvati. Oh man, I'm getting old. My back is starting to hurt because I'm elderly and I'll be dead soon. It's really a real thing? What is? Someone needs to draw Nekomata taking back shots. Oh, furry? Seems possible. Yeah, let's see. I'll hang out for another, like, 5 minutes. Or, like, 7. Once the clock hits 10:35, I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, ReFantazio. Yeah, it's real. It exists. I know it's kind of covered up by two of my favorite demons and fucking Adachi actual superhero, but... Yeah, if you squint, you can see it in the background. Yeah, in H.P. Lovecraft stories, Azathoth, like, the whole of reality is Azathoth's dream. And so if he wakes up, it all just ends. But he's just like this sleeping fucking bumlord. See, I don't know if there's, like, anybody else that's streaming right now that I could, like, redirect the shit to. The YouTube, like, raid feature essentially is kind of funny. Because the other person has to, like, pre-approve of you. Otherwise, it won't let you. And I think it's, like, default set to off. Do I like regular show? I do, actually. Yeah, I like that show a lot. That's, like, honestly, that's probably my favorite, like, this shows you how old I am, because that show came out a while ago, but that's, like, my favorite, sort of semi-modern Western cartoon. Because otherwise, I'm not really that big of, like, a cartoon watcher. Yeah, like, as much as I fucking, like, don't like Twitch, I think they definitely do a better job at getting, like, people to discover certain streams. Whereas with YouTube, it kind of just, like, maybe it'll show up in your recommendations, maybe not. Yeah, I like regular show a lot. That show is, like, still funny. I got that show just gets, like, randomly bonkers for no reason. Wait, Rigby is the voice of Doc Ock in Spider-Man? Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Gumball? I watched the occasional episode of Gumball. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't one of those shows I was, like, actively watching. I think when, like, Gumball started, I was kind of at an age where I was like, cartoons are lame. I'm gonna go watch, Japanese cartoons instead. And that's not lame. Like... So, yeah, I never really watched a whole lot of Gumball. Yeah, like, the whole 2010s for, like, cartoons is really just not an era I'm that nostalgic for. Like, I know a lot of people that are a little bit younger than me, like, really grew up on stuff like Adventure Time, right? But, I don't know, I was kind of just at an age where it just wasn't as appealing to me. Wait, Rigby is the voice of Yahweh in 4 Apocalypse? Is that real? Yeah, regular show episodes be like, dude, we gotta set up these chairs, and then at the end of it, they're like, fighting the devil. Yeah, I was always a lot more of a, like, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon enjoyer. I never really watched Disney Channel that much, except for, like, when my sister was watching it. So I'm definitely, like, a 2000s era, like, Nickelodeon Cartoon Network enjoyer. Man, you know it's a show that could never, ever, ever get fucking made today is Johnny Bravo. I remember my dad, like, actually really liked that show. Yeah, Ed, Edd n Eddy was good. Oh yeah, they're one of the fucking regular show episodes. They have like the whole Ava opening. They have like parody it. Yeah, dude, Johnny Bravo was awesome. Did I watch Sonic Boom? I watched a little bit of it, yeah. I liked the little bit of that I had seen. Yeah, that's kind of how I was in general. It's just like, yeah, I was obviously into cartoons, like, kind of growing up, but once I started to become kind of like in that teenage area, I was like, no, this is lame. I'm not into this. Also, I will exist for another 2 minutes, and then I vanish into the ether. Yeah, they ended up finding that Johnny Bravo lost media, where he showed the, like, clip of the Dragon Ball Z episode, or it was, like, sped up. I'm glad they found that. That was funny to watch. Yo, what's up, Nate? I apologize, you made it at, like, the total ass end of the stream. I was, like, just about to hop off. Yeah, it's good to see you. Persona 4, best girl. I actually like Ayane a lot. I know that's not, like, a super common opinion. I also, out of the, like, main 4, I'd say Naoto is my favorite. But yeah, thank you everybody who came to hang out. I appreciate it. Thank you everybody who became an inmate and gave a super chat and such. Yeah, I'm glad we could talk about good old Project ReFantazio, or excuse me, Metaphor ReFantazio. Metaphor ReFantazio sounds like something you don't want to have. It's like, imagine if you go to the doctor and like they run some blood work and it comes back and he's like, I've got bad news. You have Metaphor ReFantazio. Yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.